I get it. See what's happening here now. What's good? I see you. Yeah, hit the like button coming through the door. What's good? I see you, Ghost. Um, Thank you. It's one of those days, man. One of those days. I'm gonna pull over so we could talk. Because everyone was hitting me up yesterday asking me. Everyone alert me that this has happened. I already know that it happened, but people are telling me that it happened. And I'm saying to everyone else in the world, okay, I know that it happened. I'm aware, but I'm not jumping up and down for joy. Because it's a real teachable moment. I didn't win. Nobody else won. I didn't take them down in the first place. But the thing is, you have to realize something. This is a teachable, learnable situation for the rest of the people on YouTube. If you don't start making real content, and your content is just designed to humiliate, insult, explain to me how a stream up when there's nothing going on. No, this that spam again. They always spamming me and sending their bots as if I did something. Wasn't me. But it's like this, and it's sad to say, but this is what it is. My main issue that I have with this is that I just wish people understand and learn that YouTube is not the place for trolling. You got to have content. If you don't have content, what are you doing to yourself? What is your channel about? If you're based on just tearing somebody apart, then what will you have in the end? This isn't the first time. He's lost many of pages. Many of pages. They demonetized his last page. He still has it. It just got demonetized. Then he came over to the other page and continued the same thing. He moved his bots and all this stuff that he had over there and just focused it over here. And once he did that, he thought he was in the clear. And they came and got him again because he continuously does the same stick. And people are not going to tolerate that anymore. Old YouTube is over. And even old YouTube was getting rid of you. I mean, this man has lost countless amount of channels based off doing this. So to blame somebody today when this has been going on for years, it's like you're not learning. Okay, you have to change the way you're doing or moving. I mean, I don't act the same way I did when I first got on here. It's kind of the same, but you know, we have to be a little bit more careful with landing blows. Or how are we going to do it? Exactly. You cannot make fun of somebody's situation, like somebody who has special needs. It's not cool to talk about people's health issues. You know, that's not a cool thing. That's not even funny. And you're poisoning people's minds with these type of analogies, attacking black women and calling them degrading names and fighting them on the internet. You know, it's not a sustainable way to live. That's another guy, Marlon. He want to be Tommy Jr. so bad. And it's like, well, look at what's happening to Tommy Sr. Do you really want to be Tommy Jr.? So it's nothing to celebrate. It's something to feel sad about. Because here's somebody who had an opportunity, had a lane, had a chance to really do some good, had the avenue, had all the tech stuff. He could just go out and do professional interviews. He really could. He refuses to want to change his content up to make it acceptable. He wants to attack people. He wants to do all of these different things and troll and do all this other stuff. Say a bunch of stuff that isn't true at all. And that's that. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't care. Whatever he has like 50 other channels. Probably all of them monetized. In case one get taken down, he goes to another. So he'll move his bots to the other one and try to build that one back up. And guess what's gonna happen if you don't change the main problem? The main problem is him. And if he's not willing to change that, then what's the point? You get it? Hit the like button, good people. I know y'all probably just got here, but definitely hit the like button. All right, Twitter and Instagram got rid of him. YouTube got rid of him. There is a reason for this. And here's some of you guys didn't know. Gilbert Arenas and I spoke on it yesterday. And Gilbert was going into this whole big paragraphs of comments about the situation. And I'm like, I don't know why he's so concerned about it. Like, I don't know if Tommy's his cousin or something. I don't know. You know, and then you got another guy who wants to be Tommy Jr. It's like, why keep going down these roads? Makes no sense. All because you have nothing to talk about. And every day you've got the same subject. Same subject. Same person you keep coming after. Then you want to go after women. And then it's how you're doing it. You don't even have merit. People be like, yeah, but you talk about LeBron James. Exactly. But I talk about what LeBron James is actually doing. I talk about what LeBron James has actually done. Yes, I dislike the way LeBron James plays politics. I dislike the way he plays basketball. Yes, that is the truth. In each game, I'll tell you what's going on, give you a clear and concise breakdown about LeBron and the Lakers. That is what I do. He is the gift that keeps on giving. I know. I talk hip hop. They don't know anything. These are not my subscribers. These are some of the people that's paid to be here by Tammy or Tommy, whatever. You know, clout chasers and never will be's. You know, these guys will never ascend up to a level where they can do these things or do any of this type of stuff because they're unwilling to change their mindset. Their mindset is troll, troll, and troll. So it's different. You have no value. You have no knowledge of the world. Your only knowledge comes from drama. Your only knowledge comes from all the negativity that's in the world, but you're not looking in the real game. You're not looking at the food shortage crisis. You're not looking at fuel cost prices. Because you probably don't pay any bills right now. You're probably living in your mama's house. And she's got to worry about all this. Go ask mom and dad how hard it is for them to pay the bills now. Instead of being caught up in the drama all the time. Trying to defend people you don't even know for being malicious against other people. I don't want to see anybody lose a page. I never want to see anybody lose a page, ever. Never want that to happen to anyone. I want people to actually do better. Like the other guy, when I warned him, I said, hey, if I was you, I would take that down. I was giving advice. I'm like, I don't care what you say about me, but when you show pictures of other people's children in a video, it's not a good idea. You might want to take that down. That was advice. Because they might not be so happy to see their underage kids in a video. I'm just saying. They don't know. And that's not going to be a dig at me. That's like really stupid. So I try to help people out so they can keep their channel. Plenty of people talk about me all day. What I'm going to do? Go around try to I'm gonna flag you. I'm gonna flag you. I don't care about that stuff. There is no war. Nobody got on camis. Nobody got. It's like there is no war at all. The war that's going on is the one that's affecting your gas prices, the one that's causing your food shortage, the reason that the education system is poor, overcrowded schools, your communities. That's where the war is. That's where the attention needs to be. Why no one's talking about that? How your name Goodwill and you don't supply any goodwill? I don't understand that. Your name is a walking, living oxymoron. Of course, because he support the show. That's one of his pet projects. Why did you think I put Academic's name in it when it went down? See, he want to step away when his drama kick off, but he stepped back in when everything cooled down, but then try to act like he got nothing to do with it. But no, you get whatever smoke they get, you getting it too. And I'll make sure of it. See, this is the bad negativity that he was spreading started all this. Yeah, they could warm your soul. A lot of people are going to feel rejoiceful for all those people that he hurt. But see, they don't realize it's all these invisible people that you don't see that have special needs, that have illnesses. And to see you up there just going crazy and saying all these things, you know, that's going to have an effect on people. By the designs of the gods. Why would I want to speak to someone who has nothing to add to the conversation? They just want to troll. What does that do for me? It does nothing for me. It's cool. You can have empathy for fools. And thank you guys for the Cash App. My Cash App is Carceno, Karceno. Nah, I didn't. Everybody was telling me about it in the middle of my live stream. I think I was in a live stream and they was telling me it happened. I was doing a whole nother live. I think I was taking y'all through the store, showing y'all like what y'all think is expensive ain't even close to expensive if you come into this store. don't ever realize until it's over. I say that all the time. I'm like, man, y'all really don't get it. Like, I guess when it's over, then people understand. But until then, they just out here floating. They don't know what they want to do. They don't know what they want to say. They just floating in the air, hoping to land on them. They know who got them. They know who got them. They know what got them. I mean, believe me, we've talked behind the scenes. I've talked to behind the scenes of the people that roll with them, and they know who got them. They know the person that got them. They know it ain't me. But really, that person didn't get him either. Tommy got Tommy. Tommy is the reason Tommy is down. Nobody else. Tommy took himself down. By him continuously, he's been warned plenty of times about his content. Not by me. You see, that's what people don't understand. It's like, it's or anybody else. It ain't Kwame. It's the person that keep doing it, damn it. Why don't y'all go and ask Tommy, why are you saying these vicious things? Why are you saying these crazy things out your mind to other people? It don't make sense. Well, then why are you over here? Go on his channel. Oops, I'm sorry. Maybe his new channel, wherever that is. Go there. We don't need you to come over here because your hero ain't online right now. We don't need your subscription. We told you, if you like that kind of stuff, stay over there. You ain't gonna turn this page into that. I'm not happy Tommy's gone. I actually don't care. But it's sad that a person has to go through that, because I know what it's like to build a channel up and to have it taken down. But that was early in my life. Like when I didn't know what I was doing, they had every right to take it. I was copywriting and everything. This is when YouTube first started. They was like, dude, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm showing HBO stuff. Like, yeah, look at this. See what's happening here? There was no rules. I didn't know what was what. And I had 3 red strikes immediately. And that channel was gone. But see, I learned. Plus, I don't make that kind of content. Like what Tommy does is just way over the line. Yeah, Tommy got like about 20, 30 channels. They took 20, 30 channels from him before. He's been banned on Twitter, banned on Instagram. Now, YouTube has said enough. They just took the monetization from his other channel. Then he was on his other channel. And he keeps getting that taken down. Who's doing that? It's him. Pretty soon you got to look at the person and say, it's you. If you're not going to change your ways, this is going to continuously happen. When does his followers that keep running over here to talk about him and defend him, when you gonna go run to him and say, hey man, maybe you should chill out? If you care about him so damn much, why don't you tell him, hey man, I don't think that's a good idea to talk about somebody's mama. I don't think that's a good idea to go up there and offend that person and say these things. Why don't y'all do that? Why don't y'all tell him what not to do? Instead of trying to come here and defend somebody, why are you over here? If you love him so much, why are you here? You should be right now grabbing onto his ankle. Oh, please come back. I kiss your feet. Why are you over here? But now you ain't got nowhere to go, so you out in the cold. So you want to come run over here? Well, go run back. We don't need you. Everybody here was doing fine without you. So go run back. They can't run back. Well, they ain't got nowhere to go, but you can't come here. You ain't staying in our house. See, we talk about real things that's going on in the world. Things that are affecting our people. Why are they putting all these artificial sugary drinks in our lunchrooms for our children to go to in their community? Huh? You ever notice that? The fuel prices is causing everything to go up. The truckers have to pay out more. For all that transportation and all that, the fuel's going up, everything's going to start costing you more. There's going to be a food shortage because of it. Because of spoilage. People can't afford to go out and buy food now because they got to spend money on the gas to go and get the food. Your bus, transportation, going back on the bus, they're going to have to raise the bus fares up because of the gas. Plane travel, gas, fuel, everything runs on gas. So you got to understand something. There is a bigger thing going on around here than what you know. And they're not talking about these things. They want to keep talking about the next YouTuber and man, you suck and and they want to keep going back and forth and trying to get the other person angry enough by saying some disrespectful things to their mother and family members to get everybody going back and forth by being completely disrespectful and going over the lines. That's what you think is content, and it's not. And this is what we was trying to explain to you, that this person was toxic, and this is what he was doing. I'm not happy he lost his channel. I'm sad he didn't change his ways. Because it's not like Tommy has never said anything good in his life. He's actually had some good points that he would make. He would make some very good points. I was like, well, that wasn't bad. Then he would go over the line. Way over the line. And then start using all kind of words and just going into rants like a child. That kind of behavior won't be tolerated in today's times. It's just not going to work. So either you change your ways, and if he's watching this video, change your ways, man. Because nobody was really caring about you before. You decided to keep poking and poking and poking people, thinking nothing can happen to you. Now, right now, you're sitting there learning Then thinking, what's the next move? That's right. Hit the like button. Look at all these bots. Well, good. He can continue his adult film career. No one cares. We don't care. Go ahead and continue your adult film career. Yes, you know what a bot is, sir? That's you. You're somewhere right now in Bangladesh talking about a subject you're paid to. Why I'm always wearing it? I wore this jacket like 2-3 times, but I'm wearing it because this is what I wanted to put on. I don't think it's cold enough for me to get my other jacket, but why are you concerned about what jacket I'm wearing? When your guy keeps wearing the same dirty t-shirts in all his videos, because he's been sitting there for hours doing 6-7 hour live streams in the same chair. And you care about my jacket? Really? See what I'm saying? No content. They're used to no content. They don't even know how to hold a conversation with people. Why are you wearing that jacket? Because it's cold enough for me to wear a jacket. I bought it. If I got this, I wish I got it on clearance. Unfortunately, I bought the whole thing. What is this poking me? Girls, girls, girls. I will be there, be there, be there. I need a stylist. Okay. I'm sorry. All you do Tammy people, y'all are kind of weird like him. Y'all looking at men and thinking about styling them. So tell me, what do you think about President Biden's food shortage? Talking about the food shortage that you guys didn't believe existed, and then the president just said it today. What did y'all think about that? You don't think nothing about it? It's Trump's fault. Well, here's the thing. They put this in place because Trump people believe that he's going to run for office back in 2024 again, and they will not. Hey, nothing too much. Yeah, well, transportation costs is going up with gas. Everything you order and everything runs on gas, y'all. When you order something, them trucks that take gas, planes, gas, buses, gas. So y'all don't see all this. What y'all see is y'all see the show. So they got this thing that's called spoilage. And so to keep spoilage down, they have to pay the farmers not to grow food. Because if they do, all this stuff that's in the stores is going to be sitting there. They want to keep down their spoilage. Because you do know and you're aware that certain foods spoil, right? They don't sell everything. So they're going to keep the spoilage low. And when gas prices are high, people don't normally buy as much because they're spending money on gas and other things that they need to get by. They're not going outside as much because they have to conserve gas. So they're not buying a lot of food anymore. So that's going to create spoilage, which will create a problem in the food chain. Hopefully you guys understand this, right? Yes, it's always affects. This always affects the well, everybody on the Patreon, just send me a message in the Patreon if you're a Patreon. The Casino for Life Patreon. That's all you got to do. I talk to everybody over there. I don't have to watch out for any of these people, man. They over here. My thing is, if you like Tammy so much, or Tommy, go find him and find his page. Don't y'all follow his Tommy Jr.? Go over there. Why are you here? People around here talk about real things. I don't know. Well, from the way I see it, which is always normally the way it is, hey, you got a Coca-Cola over there? All right.
Need a straw?
Nah, I'll be okay. Yeah. Talk about why they putting all those sugary drinks in the schools. where all the urban community are. They got all them artificially sugary drinks and give them no options for the lunches. Why are they doing that? But you go out here to Barrington, you go out to all these schools out here, Libertyville, Lincolnshire, they got a whole lunchroom, they got health drinks and everything. But for our kids, we get nothing but artificial sugar. See, they don't want to talk about stuff like that.
I have I'm drinking a sugar-free grape crush. You know, 'cause
Right.
people don't understand, how much sugar the intake is going on.
Right.
And they still keep on selling it.
Right. That's because, see, the artificial sugar ain't like the real sugar.
Right.
That artificial sugar it's supposed to taste like the sugar, but it's not sugar. And it's got all these other chemicals in there, and that's messing up your blood. So you keep putting that in your system, your blood can't really differentiate what's going on. It's going to push you to a diabetic. You're getting all kind of liver problems and everything else from all this sugar intake. And we're starting at an early age and make you more addicted to it. And I'm like, our family had sugar going through there because they got it from the actual sugar cane down south, right? So they used to have natural sugar, and they didn't have this. But they giving it to all our kids and putting it in the community, in the schools, starting it in the schools. Now, why PepsiCo is doing that? And they got health drinks that they got in their company. I'm like, why are y'all doing that? When all y'all need to do was give them the options, give them health drinks, make it healthy in there. Remember Cook County had that sugar tax?
Right.
Yeah, and they took that down. But this is what it was about, because it was too many of our young kids being diabetics early on before they even get to high school.
7, 8 years old.
8 years old diabetic. It's like, it's crazy. It was out of control.
Yeah.
Obesity and everything. And I'm like, look, this is why. You're poisoning them with this food. And now all of this stuff is going on. Nobody want to talk about that. They love to focus on drama, though.
Oh, yeah.
Drama, I'm like, that's just a distraction. That's all it is a distraction.
We as a people need to wake up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We as people.
Let me tell you something that happened to me. I'm talking about us. I went to Harold's Chicken in North Chicago, right?
Right.
And clearly the sign said quarter chicken, $7.99. So I ordered 2. When the food was ready, dude told me $23. No, I take that back. $21.80.
Yeah.
He's gonna charge me $5 in taxes. And when I told him, look at the sign, it says $7, he asked me to get the fuck out. And I said to myself, this is how you gonna do to your people.
Yeah.
So, I got caught up, and I told him, fuck you, But the following day, I called the city of North Chicago and tried to make a complaint. They said, we got so many complaints against them, it's pathetic.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, here, this black man is trying to do it to us.
Right. They don't, because they think short term. They don't see the long-term effect. You're going to shut your own business down doing that. Because eventually, people going to be like, man, I can go somewhere else.
Exactly.
It
Why
ain't
are you doing us?
Right. And we coming to you, and you want to stab us in the back.
I don't understand it.
It's a mentality. It's a mentality. And they've been programmed there through television, programs, shows, music, entertainment. They poison their mind and think for self. That's it. I'm like, growing up, it was all about, hey, man, we got to help a brother out doing that. It was all about together, the village. Takes a village.
Right.
Now everybody, I got to get mine. You got to get yours.
What I got from him was a prison mentality.
Yeah.
He's not used to having anything. So therefore, I'm going to take what I can and hurry up and get it. Even if the tax was $3, I would have paid it, what would have been $19. But you're going to charge me $20+. Why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing it to us?
Told you, that's what I said. It's just a poor mentality of thinking, man. They think short term. They think I got to get it now, and most of those dudes end up in prison because they think like that. Fast, gotta get it fast, fast, fast. All these fast, get rich quick schemes, and you don't get rich. Most of the people that's locked up for doing that stuff, they ain't going in for doing no $1 million deals. They
No,
going down for
no.
what, a couple $100, robbing a purse. It's stupid. It's like now you done giving yourself time for something stupid, and the risk ain't worth the reward.
It's not. It's not. But the thing is, if we continue to treat each other like that, we got a long way to go. The thing is that you can't trust the individual. I remember growing up, it was a village. You get your ass whooped by the neighbor, and then you come home and get your ass whipped.
Yep.
But now, everything is so blown out of proportion.
Yeah, and everybody's scared to talk to these kids now because they, like, most of them going crazy on drugs early. They're introduced to everything early. You got kids now in second grade talking about sex. I'm like, this is crazy. And you look at television, it's over sexualized. Everything from the entertainment. They used to have borders on this stuff. I'm like, where's Saturday morning cartoons? Now the cartoons done got raunchy. They doing all the, it's all crazy right now that all of this is being allowed. You got little kids trying to be like Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion.
That's what they see.
Yeah, because that's the images you implanting all of this.
Yeah.
And I don't mind them if they could actually do their job and rap. But why you got to be naked every time on stage, just popping like you in the strip club? I'm like, they just put the strip club right in the Grammys, right on stage.
Yeah.
And all these advances and all these things are coming to them before their mind can even develop yet to process even life. They're not even 10 years old yet, and they already introduced to all these things that adults know how to process and deal with.
Right.
We knew how to put these things in categories, but we had time to be kids and grow up and learn and let our minds develop. But now they can't even develop. They already, because they got tablets, they know how to work them at 3 years old. They flipping through tablets.
And they know more than I do if they look up the right thing.
Yeah. Yeah, these young kids now, they just flying through the tablets, and I'm like, how they do all that? Mm-hmm. Like, she 3, they just give them a tablet. Parents not just give them a tablet. They be like, go on over there and do your thing. They be scribbling on the thing, and they don't go watch everything.
That's out.
Yep. We used to go knock on the door, be like, hey, you got a kid? We saw a kid coming here. We need another person to play.
Yeah, I remember them days.
Yeah.
There's nothing close to it right now.
Yeah.
It's so unfortunate.
Yeah, it is, too, because without that interaction, that's how I met most of my friends.
Right.
I'm like, this guy's on the other block. We was like, hey, they got 2 guys over there in the other block. We knocked on the door and was like, hey, y'all got 2, you got son that live here? He's like, yeah, let me go get them. And they went and got them.
Right.
We was like, hey, man, we playing ball over here. We need 2 more. You play football? He was like, not really, but I could play. And they came out, and I've been friends with him ever since. So, he right, he couldn't play football, but... But man, I was friends ever since, man, and that's crazy, man. We was sitting there talking about the old days the other day, and he was like dealing with his situation in his crib, and I was just like, man, like these times dealing with these young kids now. He's like, I know it's my girlfriend's kids, and he's like, I ain't got no say really in raising them, but God damn, I couldn't deal with nothing like this.
No,
I was like,
you can't. The thing is, you sit back and look. You can give an opinion, but make it short.
Yeah.
And that's what I do. My grandkids, I got one getting ready to graduate high school, another one graduating college, but their parents stayed on their asses. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And the thing is, it wasn't TV and all these games. You got to get your ass out and find out what's happening in the world.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, my granddaughter, she's graduated from high school, always kept a job during high school. She knows how to communicate. A lot of us don't know how to communicate.
Yeah, I'm going through that as we speak.
And the thing is that until you got something blocking you. How can I say that? It's just, and what it is whatever's blocking it is definitely not right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and the thing is, it's going to show. It's going to be in your persona as long as you live.
Yep.
You know, so I'm thankful for the way my step kids raised up their kids. I've been with my woman for 30 years, and I enjoy how they progress with their own children. Because everybody's going to college.
That's good.
My daughters, both of them making over $100,000 a year.
That's what's up.
You know, and the thing is, I'm happy. I don't have to worry about them.
Right.
And the thing, but other than that, the only time I worry about them is when they go out in the streets. I'm on pins and needles because there's so much shit going on.
Right. But if you taught them right and they talk right, they know how to get out of there. Like me, I never stay late enough to like where the place gotta close. Where if I see drama getting off, most people hang around and want to see what happened. I've seen people bring their phones out. They want to get the drama on tape. I'll be like, now if this thing escalate and somebody started shooting somewhere, then you get hit because you sitting up here doing all this. You could have been at home.
Right, right.
See, it's the decisions you make.
Yeah.
I knew somebody that once got hit by Lakeshore Drive over there by the museum and lost her life because she wanted to stick around. And her friend told her, like, let's go. It's getting crazy. She was, hold on. I want to see what happened. And then she got shot and killed. She was the one that got shot with a stray bullet.
It ain't worth it. Because I don't want to blame it on my age, but 10:30, my lights are out. Everybody going to sleep. I ain't trying to hear it.
Hey, like the Bible said, work yourself towards silence.
Yeah. You got to.
Yeah. I was like, I understand it now, because the older you get, you see the world different. You didn't been there and done that. You seen this show. So
Right.
you know nonsense when you see it. You recognize it. But when you're young, sometimes you gotta like see that and be like, oh, okay, yeah, I gotta stay away.
Because both of my daughters are in their 40s, and the thing is that I can see them decreasing their activity outside,
Mm-hmm.
or, you know, in the evening. And the thing is, I welcome that. You know, get your ass off the street. What the fuck is out there at 2, 3 o'clock?
Right. It's not anything past that time. And then especially if I go into someplace, it's a controlled environment. It's like a controlled situation. It's not something that's going to escalate to where it's going to be some crazy, crazy type violence. Those days is way out of my hand. And I thank myself for working a job where I didn't get off to 2 in the morning.
Okay.
So I was working that shift, and then I remember I was going to meet my buddies, and it was a party going on. And by the time I got to the party, I pull around the corner because they gave me the address and everything. They texted me all through the party. I pull around the corner. I see the police lights. I see 2 of my buddies, some other guy I didn't know. They all on their knees with their hand behind their back. And the cops got the lights are going. I was like, I just kept driving. I said,
I don't blame you.
and I said, man, oh man, I'm glad I wasn't here, because I'd have probably been right down there, whatever happened. Found out they got in a fight at this party. Somebody hit one of my friends upside the head with a bottle, and they started punching and fighting in somebody's house. They don't even know whose house they was in. And they fighting. I said, yeah, this is out my system, guys. I don't have the energy for this.
You know, trouble is so easy to get into, and it hurt like hell to get out.
Yep.
You know, and I just explained it to my children, such like that. Because when I was growing up, I'm from the city. I was fortunate, you know. But a lot of us ain't as fortunate, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
You know, and just wake up. People don't listen to the stories anymore.
That's what I said. Somebody prayed for me, because there was a lot of times I could have been like just caught in a situation and gone to jail just because I was in the wrong place at the wrong time, just standing there. Right. I was like, they could have put us all up, just took us down. We all would have got a charge. No matter what that idiot did,
right.
They just say, hey, y'all together. Y'all in the same
association.
gang. Right, guilty by association. They ain't got time to figure out who nice, who good, who did what.
Right.
And be like, y'all all together. That's a closed case for them. And I'm like, you can't be playing with these police out here in these
You
neighborhoods.
can't, because they'll shoot you in a minute.
Yeah. Shoot you, give you cases. They got mad that, like this one guy had beat the jewelry store owner in Wheeling to death. And the one guy who drove him up there, he got life. And they ain't even, he just hit the guy, and the guy just had a seizure, I guess, and died. But that's considered murder in their case. All them boys is like 18, 19, 20, and got life. 3 people, and one person did it. And now I'm like, one person decided to hit him, and I guess they was robbing the place, and they hit him, and they all end up getting life at 18, 19, and 20. And the guy, one guy stayed in the car the whole time. He got life.
Guilt by association.
Yeah.
It's sad. It's
So that's where we at now. That's what I be telling these kids here, man. Like, hey, you got to pay attention to this stuff that's going on around the world. Fuel costs, the food shortage, all this stuff. And I'm like, the president said it for the first time today about the food shortage. Because they pay these people, the farmers, not to grow because of spoilage. Because when it's high prices, people not going out to the stores like that and buying a whole bunch of groceries. That food spoils, so they call that spoilage, and they got to account for that. So they got to tell the farmers they pay them money basically not to grow as much,
right.
Because they're not selling as much in the stores, and that food's gonna spoil, and then that goes towards the spoilage total.
But see, in the same breath that you're talking, they're able to raise the prices. What they should do is grow some for these people that we still got walking the street. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We should be more aware of our homeless problem. It's not just black, it's not just white. You know, it's a large homeless population out here, even up here.
Yeah, because a lot of these people saying they doing better homeless than when they was working. That, a lot of people, they don't want.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of people don't want to work and be in this. They like, I'm unplugged. People give me money, I can get food, and I'm just gonna stay outside. Like I'm good. I go from place to place. I ain't got a home. But people give me food, they come in, donate, give me stuff I need, and they just homeless. And most of them are honorary too. They be, get out my house. Like, don't come over here, because we was collecting canned goods from them. You know, I'm in the Olive Branch mission, so we've been doing that since 97. We get all this stuff together. Well, I remember one Thanksgiving, I finished our food early and went down there to help them out and serve food to them, and they in there like, give me that. I want that. I don't want this. I'm like, my goodness, man. It's a free food for y'all.
And they want to be choicy.
Choicey, bossy, the whole thing, man. It was, I'm like, hey, man, I could have been at home with my family. I chose to come out here to help y'all.
Wow.
I'm like, I want to fight that one over there.
You know, I did
I'm the
that
wrong guy for this.
I did that one year. It was a overnight thing, and I did that. But I know what you're saying when the residents become unruly. I couldn't understand.
Yeah.
You get shelter and a meal, and then you want to flip on us?
Yeah, because most of them, some of them did it because they screwed up and burnt so many bridges, and most of them had drugs, and everybody gave up on them. They burnt all their bridges, so they don't want to be around people. Then you get those people. The one guy was like, I ain't paying my ex-wife. I ain't doing this. He bad attitude, couldn't hold a job, anger issues, and he just wanted to be by himself, and he had lost his house and everything, and he's suing the government and all this stuff because he was in, the government owed me money. I was in the National Guards and all this. So he was homeless. So you hear all the stories when they start talking to each other, and he thinking they called him like the coroner. He think like he's running a operation with the rest of the homeless people, and they listen to him like, and he got his crew, you know, like, and he in his world. So I'm like, well, that's his world. He sit here. He sit with me, and no, you don't sit us down like children. And he's like, we'll get our place, we'll go to our house.
You should have been there a long time
Yeah,
ago.
no, their house is under the viaduct. That's what he mean by that. Yeah.
Okay.
And they invisible space lines too. If you cross over into that, hey, don't just come in my house. I'll be like, yeah, they, you would be baffled by it, but that's the they mentality.
They're that territorial.
Yeah, territorial. And other people know, other homeless people too, and they treat it like that. Like, yeah, don't come in his house. Say you got to get some acknowledgement. You just can't walk in a man's house. I said, okay. What do I do? Knock invisibly? Knock. Wow. Yeah, man, it's wild. It's wild. The homeless situation is not what they painted up to be. It's like people starving and needing food. That's what I thought it was. I get down there, they living a good life. They wait till the restaurant close and they go over there and they go get chicken and everything. They living it up. I'm like, yeah, Popeyes and KFC get ready to close. They take their cart, they get the roll, and let's go make our rounds. And they go get their food. When they get ready to dump the food out and stuff, they like, hey, just put it in the bag, give it to us. And then, so they can cut a deal with the people at KFC. They got a whole big thing of fresh chicken or whatever that they had left over, and they didn't even hit the trash. And they got it in the bag, and they passing it out. I'm like, they over here eating good.
I can believe that.
Oh man, I was like, they over here eating good, getting Taco Bell, KFC every night. They was like, we ain't paying no taxes. They raising these taxes and they took my house. And I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm like, I've learned a new sense of respect for the homeless.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's really interesting. The homeless situation, man. Some of them are choosing it. Like the one guy refuse to pay his baby mother a dime because she took his house, made him sell his house, everything. He was just mad and mad at everybody that helped him. Like they helped her and all this. My family. He turned against them, and they was like his family would take him back in a heartbeat if he wants to come back. He don't want to come back. He would rather be homeless than to go back to his family. He stabbed him in the back and sided with his wife over him. And he the family, that's his family. And they sided with the wife, that's what he felt. They helped us steal the house from me and sold it, and she probably gave him some money. And he was mad, I won't pay a dime. I'm not going to work. If I do some side jobs, because he figured, like, I'll fix a car and do that for $40, $50. Make me some money, I'm going to stay right here. I go to the Y if it get too cold. I was like, I've never seen a situation where a man could be that incensely angry to just say, I will sleep on the streets before I would go and give you a dime. And literally do that.
That's sad.
Yeah. The stuff you hear at these meetings, man, is something else.
Because I figure it like this, because you're only down for so long, you got to bring your own self up. You know?
Yep.
And you feel better about it.
Oh yeah. I mean, definitely. That's the enriching part, because you know that you did it. You know, like, man, it's been a grind, but that's what I said. No one's gonna really know the grind except for you. Yeah. You the only one gonna know how hard that is to pull yourself up. Yeah. Other people can support you and everything, but you the only person that's there for the whole ride.
You got to do it yourself.
Yep.
Got to.
Yeah, and sometimes you gotta humble yourself. You know, it's like, man, and some people got their honorary pride, like, I don't need any help. And I was like, sometimes, hey, man, you just get the help. Take the help was there.
Yeah, it's okay.
Right. Just don't make you less of a man to take help, getting some help. I was like that early on when I was young. Nah, I got it. You know, when I was in my 20s, I ain't know nothing about the world. Thought I did, but I was in my 20s. I know it all now. I'm grown. I was like, man, if I can go back and talk to my 20-year-old self, I'd be like, idiot, you don't know nothing.
I would love to go back there. Love to.
Wait till you get to mortgages and car notes. And it's like you had it made.
Yeah, didn't know it. I'm sorry to keep you, man. Enjoy yourself.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over here and start gambling if I can win some money
There you go.
and take
Good
home
luck
to
to
the
you.
family. All right.